Hey, it's been a minute. Um, had to take a couple weeks off. You know, I'm one for always talking about the irons in the fire, and you can never have too many as long as they're all burning. Sometimes you have to rotate those irons around, you know. So,
Yeah.
um, but this is Half Jokes and Full Truths. I am your host, Mr. J, and every day we wake up into the united mess of an America. And I've got my co host with me, Big Tim Bailey and Waylon of Wayland Enterprises. And we're back to do it again. So, you know how we do. If you've been paying attention and if you've been watching and keeping up. And like I said, I apologize for the time off, but every now and then you have to do it. You have to take some time off and you got to refocus and get things back to where you want it to be. And as you can see, you see my threads fresh. So, yeah, vote for Sue, whoever that is. I didn't feel like getting dressed up. I just wanted to do the show. And Tim and I wanted to get a little something going because we haven't done anything in a couple weeks. So here we are. And we're going to get it started. And of
Yeah.
course, the first thing that we do is we talk about Black history. This week's Black history lesson or today's history lesson because I'm not really going to say the week because if I was to do a show tomorrow, I would give you another Black history lesson. So it's just a history lesson of the day. And it's Lewis Latimer. This is a man who helped light up America. That's right. The reason that you have light bulbs and the filament that goes into those light bulbs is because of this young man, Lewis Latimer. So let's give it up for Lewis Latimer. Well, maybe we can, maybe we can't. Okay. I'll give it up for
Yay!
him. So the machine's acting up. Tim and I, as soon as we started having issues. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
we shut it down for a couple weeks and now it's not acting right. But anyway, Latimer invented the carbon filament that made light bulbs last a lot longer and a little bit more than a few minutes. And of course, we have our European Americans who did this, who did that, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about the African American who did it, who made the filament that made lights last a lot longer. So give it up for Lewis Latimer.
Yay!
And of course, most of us don't use the filament light bulbs anymore. Everything is LED now. So,
Right.
but still, back in the day, and there are some people who still use them. So, this is the man that helped us and gave us that technology. So, thank you, Lewis Latimer. And of course, you know what we do after our Black History moment? We take a commercial to pay the bills. And what do, Big Tim? We put them back in the mailbox. That's where
Yes,
they
yes,
go.
yes. Been a while.
so, so, with that being said, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. The bills got paid like they always do. So, there's been a lot going on in the news and stuff since we last talked. Um, obviously, I can't cover it all in a 30-minute segment or even
Right.
an hour segment. But we're gonna get into a couple things. First off, we're gonna talk about Lindsey Graham and his death. Um,
Ooh,
of course, you know death is kind of sad. I don't care what age you are, because you're someone's loved one, and you will be missed by them. But with that being said, this guy was no friend at all. He talked about the LGBTGQ plus community. He talked about political opponents. He talked about um, us. And this is a guy who had a lot of rhetoric. And one of the things that I say, and I had this conversation with somebody a couple weeks ago, and I'm not gonna say who it was, but I had this conversation. Pretty much everybody is remembered for about two and a half, maybe three generations if you're lucky. Because you have your children who will remember you, you have your grandchildren, and if you live long enough to be around them, they'll remember you. Then when you start pushing great grandkids, you know, there's a fine line because they may know you, they may not. And after that third generation, you're pretty much forgotten about unless you do something that changes the world or this country itself. And Lindsey Graham was not one of those people. He was the type of person that next year we will not even talk about him. Not at all. He will be a forgotten soul. That's unfortunate, but that's the path that he chose. So, you know,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I mean, he even talked about the president. I mean, and then he started kissing his ass afterward.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
I'm
One of
not
the
going to
things I
celebrate
don't
his death.
understand. Huh?
I'm not going to celebrate his death. Like you said, death is it's complicated. There, because there is people who may have loved this man, and there's people who dislike this man.
Yeah.
I never wish death on anybody,
Yeah.
but I don't respect wishy-washy people. And my dad used to say, if I didn't respect you while you were alive, I'm damn sure not going to respect you when you're dead.
My thing is, like you said, you don't really want to wish death on anybody. And I really have to disagree with you because that's one person. And of course, obviously, I can't say it
Yeah,
because don't people be knocking at my door. But I mean, when you mess up the world so much or mess up the country so much, you know, there are people who are not really rooting for you. I mean, and that's just the honest truth.
yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I just, you know me, I'm optimistic. You've known me for a long time.
Yeah.
I always like to believe that as long as you got breath in your body, you can change.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I have to respect what you're doing at the moment.
Well, I mean, with that, with
I can
that
read
being
your mind.
said, yeah, yeah, these folks, when you deal with the rich, it's just a whole different ball game. Like one of the things that the missus and I were talking about, we were talking about rich folks and having all the money and being able to do so many things in your life and stuff, and then you end up dying alone. You know, look at
Yeah, yeah.
Michael Jackson by himself. Prince died in the elevator. Whitney Houston died in a tub. Elvis Presley died with a dirty booty. He died on the toilet. You know, uh, Amy Winehouse died alone. Marilyn
Yeah,
Monroe
yeah,
died alone.
yeah.
You know, so when you're
Sad,
rich
man.
and you're famous, hi,
That's sad.
yeah, but I mean, when you're rich and you're famous, you live a certain way, but maybe you should reevaluate it because it's cool to be older and you're on your way out and you're surrounded by family and friends. They're at the house and or at the hospital, and you go when you're taking your last breath and you're sitting on the toilet. You couldn't even wipe good. You
Woo!
know, I was just saying,
Mm.
dirty booty.
Woo!
But anyway, so that's Lindsey Graham. Now we definitely need to talk about old Mitch. Now I've
Mm.
heard several podcasters talking and talking about him, and being that I live in the state of Kentucky, or we live in the state of Kentucky, it is concerning that this man is not actually showing himself, and you can take phone calls and you can talk to other people, other senators, but you can't address the people of the state that you represent. And of course, we all know that no matter what his health is, the reason that everything is being handled in the way that it's being handled is because they don't want to have to give up that seat. They don't
Right.
want to have to replace that seat. And so that's what's going on with the Mitch McConnell thing. But I've heard he's dead. I've heard he's okay. You know, most people, when they're okay, they tend to come out and be like, "Hey, here I am."
Right. Right.
Don't
Right.
kill me off.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, let's just say he is alive.
Yeah.
But right now, it seems like the perception is that he's not well enough to even do a video to show people that he is alive.
Yeah.
I mean, these so-called phone calls are a legend. It's just funny how somebody says I had a 20-minute phone call with him, but nobody else was around. Yeah, whatever. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh man. So anyway, so that's the Miss McConnell thing.
Ooh.
It's funny to me. And one of the things that I do want to address is when I started this podcast, I just wanted to do a podcast with pretty much upbeat news, positive news. Well, obviously, the reality is that's not going to happen. It's too much crap going on in the world today
Yeah.
for me to try to pretend like I can build a podcast with nothing but positive news. And I mean,
It's too much
it's a
material.
shitty deal. Huh?
Too much material.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, and those are the things that everybody's listening to. Even myself, I have to listen to it, because for one thing, that's what's going on. And so we have to deal with those things, and we have to talk about 'em. Those are things we have to talk about. We have to address.
Yeah. I know when I do riding with Tim in the mornings, I try to be positive. If I don't feel positive, I try not to get on live. But sometimes you have to just you gotta go with the flow.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's the reality of things. Not everything's going to be positive all the time.
Yeah. And speaking of that, you know, since we last did a show, DT was supposedly having negotiations with Iran, and in the middle of all these negotiations, he turns around and blows them up. You know, I mean, yeah, those are the kind of things we do. And this is the same dude who's running around trying to name the world after him. And I know you and I were talking earlier and stuff, and we talked about some of the things that we were going to talk about, and you know, Florida, which doesn't surprise me by
No.
any stretch of the imagination, named their airport after him. And well, one of the cities in Florida, I don't even really know which one it was. But here's the thing. What I don't understand about this guy running around writing his name on everything in pencil is that someday you're not going to be president. You're not even going to be here. You don't think that somebody's going to come behind you with an eraser. That blows my
Right.
mind.
Facts. Yeah.
It does.
I'll tell you what blows my mind, man, is the fact. So you got presidents who have never had to beg anybody to put their name on something. They let their body of work do the talk.
Yeah.
And this cat is trying to force his way into everything.
Yeah. And even the ones who weren't even that good still didn't try to do things like that. They
Right.
let their actions speak. So
Absolutely.
this
Yeah.
this is narcissism. This is
I'm sorry.
narcissism at the top.
Yeah.
Narcissism at the
Yeah.
top. No,
It's
you
comical,
cannot
though.
get. Yeah, you cannot get more narcissistic than this guy. You
No.
can't.
I mean, he's got a gold statue. You know, I'm just like, really?
He better work on getting these people their damn phones.
Oh, Lord, ain't that it? I'm still waiting on my $3,000 stimulus check.
uh, I, I do, I do gotta talk about that because now certain people that I've been around, when they came out, they were excited, and
Uh,
me myself, even if I was to get the $5,000, that is nothing. That's
no,
nothing. That's my house note for 2 months. That's it.
right.
And if I pay anything else out of it, I can't even do that. So, you know, $5,000 is nothing, but you got some people who were jumping up and down, and we still haven't even got it. Still
Right.
haven't gotten it. Even though people were jumping up and down about it, still didn't
And
get it.
I would like to
So,
clear it out real quick. Let me clear this up. I don't need a government check. This cat promised us a government check.
yeah. Yeah, well, we know you don't need a government check, Big Balin, Tim Whalen of Whalen Enterprise.
That's not what I
I
meant.
need it. I damn sure need it. I'll take that 5,000 and I'll make it
I'm gonna
stretch.
take it. I'm not giving it back.
Shit, I'll stretch it so bad it'll have stretch marks. I'm trying to tell you. But, but you know, one of the things that I want to mention is there have been several earthquakes in Latin America and Central America, and Mexico, Venezuela, and there's been significant damage. I don't know about deaths or anything like that, but definitely keep our Latin brothers and sisters in your prayers and stuff,
Absolutely.
because none of us want to see natural disasters affect people. They do, but you know, you know, we have to keep things like that in the back of our minds or in the front of our minds, because we definitely
Absolutely.
send our prayers with them and stuff. And with that being said, it's always more bullshit. So, reports have surfaced that the FBI will no longer investigate confrontations with ICE. So, you know what that means. This is this is gonna be the Wild West. I mean,
Yeah.
ICE shot 2 people in 1 week. In 1 week. And then there was like a vote or a session or something where they were basically pausing ICE vehicle stops. They were like, "Oh, this is getting out of hand." Then the next day, DT jumps in, and is like, "Hell no, do what you do, do what you do." And there used to be a time when uh, police officers and people who were in positions like that, like ICE and stuff, where like they would like plant drugs on people and shoot them or whatever and say, "Oh, he had drugs or he had a gun." They done planted a gun. They don't even do that anymore. Now
No.
it's your car, it's your vehicle. Oh, oh my God, he almost ran me over. I feared for my life. Now, not to mention the fact that you step in front of the car and then
Right.
fear for your life. Me, I'm a do with a little bit of common sense. If I see a vehicle going forward, I tend to step aside. I try to get out of the way because I
Yeah.
know, no matter, I consider myself strong and buffed. Now, no matter how strong and buffed, I cannot fuck with a 3,000 pound vehicle,
No.
3,500. I just the body just can't handle it. So, I mean, it's just kind of weird to me that you would grab onto the side of a vehicle that's moving, that you would get in front of a vehicle that's moving, that you would get behind a vehicle that's moving. I mean, it makes no sense to me at all. But you know,
Yeah. Well,
it's just
I've got a bachelor's degree in Homeland Security, and in the textbooks, the textbook training, it tells you the first thing you do is you don't put yourself in harm's way. You make sure that the area is safe for you to operate in. So when you jump in front of a car, you're putting yourself in danger. You are ignoring your training. if they're getting any training.
Yeah, because that is up for debate.
Yeah, for real.
These are the same people who run around with masks, just like the Patriot Front supremacist group that was in Washington for the Fourth of July celebration, and you know what kind of just just disturbs me with these people. Mask, always wearing masks. If you believe in what you say and you are ride or die about it, and you're committed to it, why are you hiding? I mean, all the people in the Patriot Front in Washington, D.C. had masks on, faces covered. If you're so proud and you believe it and you believe it's right, then why are you hiding? You're hiding because you know that 85 to 90% of this country does not think like you think. That's
Right.
exactly why. Because you'll lose your job. You'll be ridiculed in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that lets you know that even they know that what they're doing is wrong. Because other than that, you wouldn't hide. You'd be upfront and be like, well, that's what I believe. And
It's
I'll leave
almost
it to
like
the court.
it's almost like they traded their sheep for masks. I hate to be
Yeah.
so brash, but
But that's the truth. It's just like back during slavery, patty rollers that used to patrol roads and stuff looking for runaways or somebody out without a pass and stuff like became police. That's
right.
how the police department was started, was because of patty rollers. And that's all they did.
Wow.
So yeah. Well, anyway. Well, folks, see, we got another show in. I don't know how long it was. Tim talks a lot.
Yeah, 23 minutes is what I see.
But
And some
from
change.
now on, the way that the show is going to be done is going to be the Black History. The middle is going to be whatever the hell it is. And the end is going to be the Black person who does something good in the neighborhood or the community and stuff. And this week, my man is Jabaz Israel. Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel. I guess he just recently changed it. I haven't followed him in a while, or I haven't looked at his channel. Uh, but it's called Natural Light. I looked him up today, and his channel has been renamed Natural Light. This brother has a book, or he has a couple books. Uh, Life Matters, so let's eat like it. And he's got a couple books and stuff, and he's done really well for himself. He lost, I think, over 100 pounds, still eating foods that he enjoys. He just look at different ingredients and stuff, and I've learned a few things from him. How to look at certain ingredients and knowing what ingredients keeps weight on you, because the way that the government and the FDA is in this country, they're all in cahoots with the medical industry, and they keep us sick. So we're running back and forth to the doctors and stuff, and keeping the hospitals paid. So shout out to Jabaz Israel. Keep doing what you're doing,
Yay!
brother. And he has a lot of videos, and I think he's down in Florida or California. I can't really remember. So he's in a place where the weather is warm all year round. And so he plants stuff like bananas and stuff like that. You know, some of us, even if we want to transition to certain things in the wintertime, we don't have access to stuff like that because, you know, unless you got a greenhouse or something, you can't grow anything in the wintertime. So, but shout out to Jabaz. And yo, that is going to be our episode for today, man. I definitely appreciate you all tuning in and hanging out with Tim and myself, Big Wayland of Wayland Enterprises. So, definitely appreciate you all hanging out with us. So, Tim, go on and give it in. Give it up. Give it your last thoughts and
All right. Well,
yeah,
last thought
get it
is,
in.
I do appreciate you having me on, man. It's been a pleasure, an honor. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Check me out in the morning. So, riding with Tim. We just hanging out. You can watch me drive, and I started the show because a lady was really happy that I was filming me driving,
Mm.
and because she couldn't get out of the house,
Oh, okay.
so she used me. So I want to be able to be that light for people. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, that's cool. Oh, and yeah, before we get out, I can't remember what was the business tip that we had talked about. I
The
can't
business.
remember.
Oh, geez, I can't remember either, man. I'm getting old.
Look, you don't remember either. That's all right. We'll write it down and we'll give the
Yeah.
tip next time when you all see us on the show.
Yes. I'm sorry, you all.
See, you know, we're both getting older. Can't remember it all, you know,
Oh
and
my God.
and like I always say, we don't have a crew, so it's just him and I.
Right.
So if we don't write it down right then and there, then we'll miss it. We'll forget it, you know. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. So, but we appreciate you all hanging out with us, and we'll get with you next time. Thank you. Be good, and remember, you are loved.
Absolutely.
I'm doing a free book bundle giveaway, man. Comment Natural Light in the comments for a chance to win a copy of my book, Life Matters, so let's eat like it. And then our new Natural Light guided weight loss planner. Take a look at that thing. Ooh, this thing crispy. I lost 100 pounds because I became a Natural Light. Comment Natural Light in the comments for a chance to win a copy of my book. We're actually dropping off a batch of books in the mail right now. Take a look at that. Shout out to everybody that grabbed a copy of the book and the planner, man. Comment Natural Light in the comments for a chance to win this book bundle. We've helped thousands of people lose weight with this book. I break.
Yo, seek this brother out. Get out there, find his channel, Natural Light. Go out there, get his recipes, get his books, be healthy and stuff, you know, because the United Mess of America is not going to let us be that way. And we got to start taking care of each other and make sure that we get the nutrition and the health that we desire and want and need. Be good.